Hi everyone, welcome back to Active Mindfulness Tuesday Questions. As always, I'm Gemma, I'm a psychologist and a mindfulness teacher, here to answer your questions about mindfulness or mindfulness for sports. So I have a question today that's come in from Ed, who asks how mindfulness compares to things like cognitive behavioural therapy or other talking therapies. So thank you, Ed. Yeah, it's a really great question and an interesting question. So part of this is going to depend on what's right for you at a particular time. And part of this might also rely on what the evidence base says, the body of studies that have gone on to compare different kinds of therapies. So if you are thinking of going to a cognitive behavioral therapist, it's likely that you have some sort of difficulty that you want to overcome, either with depression or anxiety or well-being. So generally what we would recommend is if you are experiencing depression, then mindfulness can actually be helpful as something that will support you in preventing relapse. So usually we would recommend that you try a course of cognitive behavioral therapy first, which can really help you to break through the depression. And then mindfulness can be really helpful as a kind of a follow-up to prevent depression by helping you really understand, really notice, and really be able to be with those thoughts that come up for you that often trigger depression. There are other things where perhaps you might think a little bit differently. So, for instance, around things like the acceptance of long-term health conditions or difficulties that can't be changed. Mindfulness can be a great way of helping you work on your sense of acceptance of what's happening, while also working on your sense of skillful action beyond that. So in those cases, it can be really helpful at helping you move forward and live a life that feels valued and important to you. If actually you don't have any particular difficulties, but you just want to increase your sense of well-being, then it may be that mindfulness is a longer term, more gentle strategy for improving your well-being that really cuts across different aspects of your life. So you can think about it in terms of your interactions at work, with home, with family, your sense of self-esteem and self-belief. All of these things can be supported by mindfulness. So I hope that helps. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you next week.